Welcome back to Mr. Post Frame. Today we're going back to 2019 where I started a rebuild of a hunting cabin. It has taken me 6 years. I'm nowhere close to being finished. I am gonna reignite this series. So we're gonna go back and recap to where we are today. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right guys, we got all the drain piping in. Most all of our water lines are gonna run in the wall, but we had a couple that we had to run through the floor. We got those in, we insulated them, used PEX tubing and ran them under, they're gonna be just under the slab. We are ready to put down plastic as a vapor barrier and our insulation, and then on top of the insulation, we will do the in-floor heating. Looks a lot better with all the trenches filled in. There's a lot of hard work. We're about a day and a half in of doing the plumbing, and wrapped it up. We're gonna bring the string lines up just to make sure everything's where we need it, just to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's good. And then we're gonna start putting the plastic down. This is a farm my dad bought, and it had this cabin on it and this building. It was just the shell. I came in here, did the plumbing, the radiant heat, we got concrete poured around, and then I started my house, so this got put on hold. And there's some issues with this, and that's kind of why it got put on hold. And so I'll take you inside and show you kind of what is going on in here and what I'm gonna be doing. But this is a really cool place, it's a really cool spot, and I just wanna make sure it's done right. So this is a, this is a hunting recreation property, and we're gonna be using this cabin here. So let's go in and check it out. All right, so you can see, looks pretty decent in here. The main problem with this is these windows were not flashed properly. So you can see over the life of this, water has been leaking and coming down and rotting. They're still pretty solid, but over time, this would all rot out. So you can see damage on the inside of all of these. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here, I'm going to remove all of the steel on the outside of this building on the walls. I'm going to fix what needs fixing. I'm going to wrap it with Tyvek, and then we have all new windows that are gonna go in. I'll repurpose all these windows here. They're not real high quality windows. So once we do that, then we will finish this. I've drawn up plans for the inside of this. It's gonna be a 2-bedroom with a 1 bath. So down at this end, there will be a bedroom here, bathroom in the middle, bedroom over here, and then all this space at this end will be open. We'll have a kitchen in this corner. I'm gonna take this window out right here, put a 6-foot sliding door in here. There will be a wood stove in here, and it's gonna be pretty cool. See, I got all my materials here. I got all my lumber, I got my windows, got my house wrap. We've got everything we need. This concrete floor has 2-inch polystyrene underneath it. Up the sides, it's got 6 mil poly on the bottom. We got some of our water lines run up through here for bathrooms, kitchen. We got our main water line coming in here through this pipe. And then we got our in-floor heat right here. And so I'll be getting a manifold mounted here, and this will be all in-floor radiant heat. You can see the floor, it's a little dirty right now. These are 3x3 squares cut at an angle. And my dad grouted them, and he sealed this floor just with a polyurethane. I think you guys will like this project. This is a cool little place. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun here once we get it done. Come down here, ride 4-wheelers. I do a lot of bow hunting, so we'll be staying in here when we do that. There's a nice pond down below that we're gonna clean up around, and it's just gonna be a recreational place. These posts, I believe, are 9 foot on center. Laminated columns. These columns are in the ground. The good thing about this building is it sits up on a hill, so even though the columns are in the ground, which I don't prefer, I'm not gonna tear this down. It's up high, we've got good slope. We've brought in rock and got it sloped away real nice. So I think once we get the leaking window issue fixed, we'll be good to go. So you guys can see, there's just no way that that's gonna keep the water out. You got a rib right here that lines up on this window, which I don't like. I'm gonna have to deal with that. Those are all things you need to consider when you're building. If you're gonna frame up a wall and you're gonna put windows, you need to pull a tape from one end and check your 9-inch on center to make sure a rib doesn't line up on one of your windows. We can still fix that issue, and I'll show you how when we get to that point. You can see my dad and I came back in and added skirting that goes up underneath the side and down to protect that bottom grade board. That's something I really like to do. Then when you pour your concrete, instead of seeing a treated board there, you have a nice matching color to your building along there, and it protects that wood. It's kind of cool. This porch kind of wraps around here. This will be the kitchen sink here, and then this window's coming out. I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put a sliding glass door right here, and then we're going to clean these trees out, and there's a nice big pond down there. So we're gonna get all this steel off. We gotta rip some gutters down. But anyway, let's go ahead and get going. All right, we got all the steel off in an hour and a half, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna go to lunch, and then you can see this is what happens if you don't flash windows on a post frame with steel, right? So we'll come back, we'll fix all this up, get our trims attached good with some galvanized roofing nails, and then we'll wrap the house and then get all the new windows put in. And the more I look at this, the more messed up this is. So we actually have quite a bit of fixing that we got to do with the way these windows were done. My dad wants shiplap in this whole interior, so what we're going to do is we're going to run 2x6s 2 foot on center up and down, and that'll give these 2x4 girts extra support, and we can beef up these windows. We just have to work through it and fix it and make sure it's right. So it's probably going to take us at least the rest of the day to get all the walls framed up and the new windows in, or wrapped and the new windows in, but it's just what we have to do. They notched this out here, which this box should have just been butted up to this and screwed in through the face. We ripped these 2x4s down so that when we spray our spray foam, it can be connected to the insulation that goes down along the slab and then underneath. That way there won't be any breaks. It's very important when you have a slab to break it from the outside. The way this was built with 2x4 girts, it just wasn't very sturdy. So I decided to do kind of a hybrid wall. And so we went through, put 2x6s 24 on center from a bottom plate up to a top plate, and then nailed these girts through into those, and that has really stiffened this wall up. And this is just one of those things when you're redoing something, you have to just figure out what the best way to do it is, and that's what I decided to do. And I'm telling you, this is really rock solid now. We're ready to wrap it, put all the windows and the slider in. Now all of our exterior walls are ready on the inside. Here's a look from the inside. That was just our best option. I'm really happy with it. It has really stiffened this building up. We've got it as square and as plumb as we could with what we were working with. So now we're gonna get going on the house wrap and windows. We will put ceiling joists in 2 foot on center. So what we'll do when we get to that point is mark off our 24s on each end and then snap chalk lines across and then do undermount hangers. We're expecting rain the next 2 days, so we want to get all this part that's not under the porch done. So we got it all wrapped. We're preparing all our window openings. So this Tyvek will get wrapped in on the sides. Halfway on the bottom, we'll use a flashing tape on these sills, which I'll show you. And then the top will get rolled back. The top will get rolled up, and then we'll bring it over the windows. But I'll show you all the details of the window as we do it. Joe's preparing all the windows. I'm getting silicone and stuff like that. So once we get windows in, I'm gonna start making up the J-trim for the steel so we can get all this open spot, the steel back on today, hopefully. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put our flashing up the sides just a couple inches across the bottom, up this side. Then we'll put silicone on the sides and the top, get our window in, and then we'll go on to the next one. We're using the Zip 9-inch flashing. All right, we got both of these sides done, this end done. We're up to the porch. I'm gonna put a door in, a window, and then we can get this piece that goes down and underneath and around this slider going. Windows have all went pretty well. Trimmed them out with some J-trim. To put this sliding glass door in, I went ahead and used this Zip flashing to protect all this. Now we're gonna get the door in place. Perfect, it's down to 1%. Before you put this window in, get me. All right, we got our flexible flashing here over the sill. Joe just ran silicone up the sides, across the top, and down the other side. You can see it's got the Tyvek wrapped up. That'll come over the top window flange. So now we're ready to put the window in, square it, plumb it, nail it in, and then we will tape. And when we tape it, we'll tape the sides and the top. We'll leave the bottom open, so if water was ever to get through, it could run off this sill and out the side. Great. Great. What's that? Good? Good, it's right here. All right, so we're dealing with this door right now. For some reason, the concrete guys put a 2x4 out here, which would have rotted. So we pulled it out. We're gonna fill this with Quickcrete, level this off. Then we're gonna put a new treated sill in here, wrap it with a rubber seal, and then put our door in. So we got this zip flashing over the top of this treated sill. We'll grind this so it looks real nice once it's dry, so the water slopes away. Here's the new door. All the windows are in, we got our slider in. It's still raining. It's been raining forever. Just got this steel here to do, and right up this side. So it shouldn't take us too long. All right, so despite all this rain, we were able to get all of the metal taken off, get it wrapped, get all the new windows in, new door in, get all the external wall framing done, and so we are ready for spray foam, which hopefully we can get that done here yet this fall. Only thing we have to do is we have to get an electrician in here to move the electrical box. It's not where we want it because we're putting a kitchen where the electrical box is, so they're gonna come move that here in the next couple days. But looks pretty good. Definitely feels a lot tighter in here. So this electrical box is going to get moved to right here. So there will be a kitchen along here. I know there's some questions I'm going to get, and this was an existing cabin, so we just did what we needed to do to shore this up structurally, get it wrapped, get new windows put in that are watertight, and just get it ready for spray foam. Obviously, if I was to build this, there's things I would do differently. This is just gonna be a hunting cabin, and we're gonna use it periodically, and it's gonna be really awesome. It's gonna be very structurally sound. It's gonna be airtight, waterproof, and it's gonna be awesome. So if you guys have any questions on anything we did, leave them in the comments and I'll do the best I can to answer them. We have a couple more videos to get us up to speed on where we are today. We're gonna do interior framing, all of the roof repairs I did, and then we have a Mr. Cool mini split install on this cabin. I have on order a hydronic heating control system, so we'll install all that. I'll show you all the details of that. But we're going to be doing the electric, the plumbing, all of it, and finishing this off. As always, we appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, and don't stop dreaming.